Clovers, a Leprechaun, and a Weehar, and a Scandal at the moment, really, rather than 4 Clovers.
Yeah. Who's the Leprechaun, though?
I always thought it was actually going to be Sexy Bambo. We were saying that earlier. We were talking about it, actually, me, Shiva, and Shane.
So then it's 2 Clovers.
3 Clovers.
3 Clovers.
No Leprechaun.
And no Leprechaun. And 2 stand-ins.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't really have the same ring. There's kind of 4 Clovers.
Well, it's a little bit more energy. It takes more energy to say it, but it's a really good team name still, I think.
Definitely the longest team. I mean, you've been around for a while. Have there been other kind of long-name team names? What's been your favorite Dota 2 team name?
Well, that has to be PGG's team when he was going for retry, and then retry again, and then the retry 2, and then just, I don't know, I think he had like 2 or 3 of those teams with the retry in different manners. I don't know. Otherwise, funniest team name?
Billy Bobby, how are you, mate? Johnny boy!
I'm hearing something else in there.
What the hell are these guys playing in production?
I don't know, actually.
What the hell? Billy Bobby? What's Billy Bobby? Billy Bobby?
Billy Bobby? Billy Bobby?
Billy Bobby? Isn't that what you do after you take a woman out?
I cannot relate to jokes like that, I'm sorry. Sorry. Something which is funny, though.
Yeah, what have you done?
Can you read this? Oh, sorry.
Bugatti?
Yeah, it's Bugatti.
Bugatti? You've got literal Bugattis for shoes?
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
Someone did not bet on Basically Unknown.
Game on.
Game on. We're back. We've had a little bit of a swap round, a little bit of a roster change. I mean, this is it feels very British. It feels like it's a game of football, and these are the substitutes. You know, it's a little bit too much, 16 minutes of computer playing time, so swap them out, get someone fresh-minded in. And I mean, maybe that's a bonus for the team. I mean, if you're jumping into a game 16 minutes in, where you're playing obviously in an environment where everyone else has been there with 16 minutes of stress, and you're coming in, you're freshly minded, you're ready to go.
Or it's a really big downside, I don't know. But Scandal on Clinks, I just wanted to point out that's like a perfect match. That's like the perfect marriage. So that's going to be fine. It's the hero contra player is fine, at least. But Scandal is a different player than Hani, of course. So we'll see what that means for this game. They're up 8-1, though, which is a fairly good leading. And they got 4 people in the top 5 of the net worth.
Yeah,
4 out of 5.
Yeah, that is quite something. I mean, 4 Clovers, they have got a massive lead. It's definitely evident. Rise is going to be able to find the dust onto Weehar, zips forward and with the finger in the earth spike. That will be enough, and that's a nice kill to get. 50 seconds off the pitch here for the Broodmother. And a nice bit of gold there for the Lion. That's going to help him towards his Blink Dagger, which he's going to have very shortly. He's got 1,900 gold at the moment.
Yes. Well, that's actually good work by him. And he's 9 levels as well, so yeah, that's a way of initiating again. Goblak just reached, he's level 8 actually here in the top lane, pushing with Axe and...
Yeah, I mean, look at this push though. You know, they're going to try for the tier 1, the Radiant, but look, the Dire side, they're on your tier 2, and well, with Goblak, BZZ and John and these Necro books, this is going to fall fairly quickly. Fortification will come out for the time being. Scandal, of course, did have the BKB, and BKB is on its way for Jarl, at least. He's still a recipe short, but he's very shortly going to be able to pick that up himself. Bottom tier 1 will go down.
Yeah, this is an awful trade. Having to trade tier 1 versus tier 2.
Zip forward onto Jarl. Arise is out of mana, but he's going to get sent home anyway. TP out here from the Lion. They won't be able to find the call onto him. Lion does get out as well. Oh, yep. Scandal. Harney's had to go on Chen a few times. Scandal, he wants to have a shot at the boy. And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. He throws one more in for the road. But yeah, this is not a fun game to be playing, Chen. And Jarl will get the call onto the two Centaurs. We'll find one spin.
Yeah, and it seems like...
Get off me, boy.
Funny how I talked about the Orchids in the beginning and no one is getting it. And I was like, damn, but the Broodmother actually is. So that's good.
Arise is going to try for a killer on Goblak, but with the 2 points of Vita Restoration, it's just too much for your Storm Sprint. I mean, if you're 19 minutes in and the Storm can't kill a solo Witch Doctor, it's not looking great.
That was exactly my thought as well. It's not a good thing. Scanner is running on the Storm, but Storm has 400 mana, so he realized that this is just a waste of my legs. So he's running the other way around. Jarl is level 11. Yeah, they are looking really good. I mean, Deuce and Storm, they are hanging in there. but I'm not sure hanging in there is going to be enough. Even though both Dusa and Storm is actually really good to defend high ground with and such.
Nice call there from Yo onto Pure Evil, and with the bounce as well, with the paralyzing cast, it's going to hold Chen in place with his creep, and there's your dunk. Defo gets popped down, doing a bit of damage here to both Stormman and of course the well, Nico baby. The Mystic Snake off on the Stone Gauge. No one's going to get frozen though, so all it is just going to hold them back for the time being. But look at this push in with the Broodlings into the mid lane. You've lost all your tier 2s 20 minutes in.
Versus the Shen. The Shen hasn't been able to push at all. That's why I said these swaps of tower, when you swap a tier 2 versus a tier 1, and you are the guy who has Shen, that is really frustrating. And look at this. They're already going for the tier 3 here, and I don't even know what Basic the Unknown can do.
I mean, a Bleak Fall from BZZ gets the ult onto into the Phoenix, who does pop the Supernova finger.
Nice.
We'll find the kill onto Quap, so nice reaction there from Basically Unknown, being able to get the Quap and punish her for aggressiveness.
Yeah, and he was sent back there, but the Vortex stayed in midair. Looked funny, actually.
We are going to see, well, Midas is now picked up by the Phoenix, in fact, so that is going to help, of course, Mind Control try and regain his position in the game. And also, we did see the Orchid now complete for the Broodmother.
Yep. Have one Orchid, one Necro 3, one BKB on their course before 20 minutes, and then they also had an Axe with a Blink easy, and he's also almost got a BKB. So, I mean, the start here, I mean, even Witch Doctor has half the way to a Scepter if he wants to. This is so one-sided right now that, yeah, they have to be praying for the Dusa gods to make this happen.
I mean, Dusa has got the Skadi. Bottom lane as well, they are going to be able to find Weeha with the Hex, and of course they do have the Earth Spike available if they need to use it, but they won't. No, maybe they don't have the Earth Spike available. They don't have Earth Spike on the line.
I think they started with it.
Oh, they started with it. Okay, sorry. But even so, they do find the kill, even though it's a little bit of a risky one. Scandal coming in with Go Black. Seeing if they can pick anyone off here, but Nico Baby and both Stormman will get themselves back. But again, that is another nice pick-off, and this is the patch of rubber banding. So, you know, as far ahead as 4 Clovers are, and I mean, they are very far ahead, they need to still be a little bit careful with getting caught.
Definitely. I mean, this Dusa is still hard. We saw in the beginning they tried to kill her and didn't manage to, and this Dusa hasn't died yet. Just saying. And again, uphill. If you have the Egg, you have the Dusa, and you also have the Storm. You can jump both back and forth.
Oh yeah.
It's not so easy to go uphill even with Necrobook. So we're gonna see what that means, because this game is not over until the Fat Lady sings, and I haven't been singing yet. So that means we're still playing, and really it isn't, because they have Dusa.
Indeed. They do have this Juicer, and the Juicer is one of those heroes that can really kind of just keep the game's ending postponed. Even though they've broken the tier 2s, the high ground pushes are going to be very hard. Top lane, Arise going in onto Yol, has the backup of Mind Control as well. BKB will be popped by Yol, gets the call onto Arise and a few creeps as well. Going to get a few spins off. In comes BZZ as well, looking to try and catch out Storm, but Storm will look for the TP. He will get out, and looks like Phoenix is going to be able to Icarus dive. Oh, just back to round 1, but pop the TP, and he will get out as well. So both the Phoenix and the Storm do manage to escape here.
Yep. I don't think they counted on Axe having that BKB. Actually, I didn't either. I didn't think he had it, but he had, so that was nice for him. Storm has went for this more, I don't know, Bloodstone build first. I guess it's good for being a little bit more tanky and stuff. I would have liked to see it in Orchids. Some people go with the Bloodstone first, and then they actually go for the Orchids afterwards because it's so suitable for the lineup. But I'm guessing that Storm Spirit here realized it's going to be too much BKB, so he's... I don't know, is he going for a Yules?
I guess so, perhaps to deal with the silence. Well,
from the Orchids, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're 100% right. So I guess that's fine. It won't give him so much more damage, but it will give him more control. And if you can just remove the silence, obviously, Storm can move around pretty freely.
Oh, indeed, I mean, so 10-4. The lead definitely still there for the Dire, but there was a little bit of a swing round towards the Radiant with the pick-off they got. And now the Dire to look to maintain control of this game, heading towards the top lane on Arise. They don't have the silence, but they do, of course, have the control from the call, and the call will just catch Arise with the ultimate. Very nice. Scandal maybe didn't need to pop the BKB there, but maybe just got a little bit too excited, and he couldn't help it from going off.
No, it has to be like that. I don't know. I don't even know why he did it. I think he was too excited. It was one of those. Yeah, you just push it. Yeah, I don't know. Still, they got the good kill there. I was just about to say, why is this Storm allowed to be up here? But the question was, the answer was, he is not allowed to be up here, so it's fine. Because the control they have in the forest is not...
Storm is coming in, but of course they do have the Orchid now with the bounces and the spiders. They can turn around as Arise with the Death Ward as well. Arise! It seems that he dies before he's even back into the game.
Yeah, that was. I don't know if he didn't see the, but he has to consider the fact that Broodmother is everywhere in the forest.
Yeah.
And this is the problem with Broodmother. You take over the forest, like you're everywhere because you're so fast, you move so fast, and also you can't see where she is all the time. Obviously, since she's invis. And so far, this Broodmother, even though it's 0-2. It's given a lot of control for 4Clovers, and that's exactly what they want. And I don't know, Shen, he's now level 8. Look at levels. How bad is that? That is actually the worst level in the game. And this comes from Broodmother and this bottom lane.
Okay, 12-4 now at the moment. Basically, keeping themselves in a defensive position. I'm sure they'll think twice before Arise looks to make any more of those plays, or at least wait until he has got the Yule Scepter completed. Thanks with the Crystallis now, top of the BKB and the Medallion. 1,700 gold to go as well. And we are keeping the pressure on Ogre Club and Mithril on his way to that BKB, which is going to, of course, surely be around the corner with the help of that Midas Gold. 6 minutes now comes out your smoke. They're going to commit 4 heroes to this. They could find Broodmother. They see the Broodlings, so they're going to suspect that the Spider herself is in the nearby. Keeping herself in vis. Dust is pop. They try and go for it and get the guess. They find a lot of Broodlings, and that's going to be a fair bit of gold, but they aren't going to find the Broodmother.
Yeah, that was just a guess, but it didn't work out.
Now with Roshan up, the dire side, there are a few of them rotating around the pit. They do send the axe in. With the Clinks, I guess they can do it fairly quickly, yeah, especially with the fact that he has got the Medallion and the Crystallis. He's punching fairly hard indeed. Yours is now picked up, though, by the Storm, so Arise, he can look to kind of step on the pressure a little bit more now, in the sense that the Orchid from the Broodmother isn't going to be the be-all, end-all when he heads into the fights. And now into the Roshan pit, Yol, Weeheart, and BZZ starting to work away with this, but Chen sends in a creep, so they're aware that the Radiant do know what's going on. But I think at this position of the game, they're going to be content with just standing their ground and going for it, because they feel that it's going to be very hard for Basically Unknown to take a successful 5-on-5 engagement against them at this point. And indeed, Roshan will fall. Aegis will be claimed by the Clinks. And now they head towards the mid lane to just stop this push that was coming in. They'll be able to find the deny here onto the tower as well. So still being able to maintain that gold and XP lead over the side of Basically Unknown in as many ways possible at this point. But the Medusa is still very much in the game. We're seeing the net worth on the individual heroes. Queen of Pain and Broodmother around 12,000 gold. Medusa is also in the 12k bracket. And as we can see item-wise with the Skadi and with an Ultimate Orb on top of that, plus 2.1k gold. So she's about 700, 800 away from finishing the Manta Star. And then with the Manta Star and Skadi, the high ground defense is going to really be there for the Dusa.
Yeah, definitely, and I'm not really sure what Folklore... I mean, they got the Rosh, and that's good, but it's time to put the pressure on the tier 3s now, because if they don't get anything of them, the pressure is not enough to keep this Dusa down. I mean, if she gets this Manta, maybe starting out on a damage item or a butterfly, you end up in that situation, OD, when you can't kill her, and then you're in trouble.
Certainly do. I guess that, well, yeah, the Orchid obviously won't be as great with the fact that they can Manta start off. Why is showing that? That's a fantastic picture.
Yeah.
Who did that?
I have no idea.
Some idiot in Twitch chat. Thank you. With like, tier 3, the push is going on. They're trying to get themselves up to the high ground. But yeah, the old beam there from the Phoenix, forcing them back. Voodoo Restoration and the Endless Shadows, it's going to keep them topped up, and well, 4Clovers, they're going to be ready for round 2. But at the same time, Basically Unknown, they're going to be ready and waiting with the defense. In comes the creep wave. Who's going to make the first jump here? Control on the front lines, but there's your blink. We'll find the call onto mind control. Stonegaze gets popped. BKB from Scandal and BZZ. BZZ is going to get frozen by the Stonegaze. Yol pops the BKB. Supernova coming down. BZZ lucky enough to able to blink away, but the zoot forward from the Storm Spirit will find the kill. Deathfall goes down. It gets cancelled pretty damn quickly here by the Hex from the Lion. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far. Buyback from the Lion who wants to get himself into the fight. Arise, he's dying very quickly to Weehaw here on the spot. Now you're Orchid onto Nico Baby. He doesn't have the man style on him and he doesn't have Stonegaze, but he'll be able to turn it around with Arise zipping in. They've got the dust onto Weehaw and the Broodmother. They go in, they're going to be able to find the finger. Stick one charges, will keep him alive for a little bit, trying to duke it out, but the Snake will finish off the kill. It's a 3-for-2 trade effectively with the Lion. No, sorry, 3-for-3 trade with 2 buybacks coming out with Lion and Storm Spirit buying back. But the buybacks, they were necessarily, and they do keep the base intact. And the XP overall swing is definitely there, favoring the side of the Radiant.
Yeah, that's the problem, because now if they go for fights like this, when you can say it's even because it's 3-3, but it's really not even because the others have so much XP and gold that you will benefit more from killing them than they will benefit from killing you. And this is going to be hard, and I don't know what BCC was doing there. I mean, Axe jumped in to pull the bird out. Then BCC jumped in too and got stuck in the Deuce ultimate, which is like, that can happen if you don't have a blink. I mean, that's not supposed to happen, and he died really fast and had no contribution whatsoever in that fight. And we saw they went on Nico Baby in the end, but he was never close of dying.
No, he wasn't. I mean, there was the bit where they were able to chase him down, but yeah, he was just too damn tanky with the mana shield and the amount of stats he's got in terms of strength and agility at this point. And well, with that, XP is that looks a bit weird. That graph. What is that? Is that graph?
Yeah, but still.
But it still says 0 minutes. So the graph literally.
Yeah, it's the load.
So the XP's already. I mean, it says from. I don't know. It looks a bit weird. But there's going to be a call onto the line. They'll find the dunk onto the line. Supernova was down. But BZZ popping the BKB, trying to fight up against Arise. Arise zipping forward, trying to pull in the Queen of Pain. Arise will just decide to TP out and leave. Yol still trying to find a call onto someone, and he will be able to find it on mind control, even with the TP-Rinos, Duke-Arinos. He'll go down. Unstoppable streak there for Scandal. 17-7. 2 pickoffs there for the side of Full Clovers, and also on the bottom lane, Weehaw ready to push. There's 3 heroes here, basically unknown. They're going to come out the base and look to maybe try and find the kill onto Broodmother, zipping forward with the dust. They have got it onto Weehaw, but Weehaw's pretty speedy. He'll get pulled in by the electric vortex. Nico Baby with the snake, but BKB is popped by Weehaw, and he should be able to walk this one off.
Yeah, they're satisfied with just getting the BKB. Of course, they always want to get the kill, but the BKB is nice too to waste it a little bit to make it shorter. But right now, the push is coming, and BCC, he is 15 seconds away from getting that Necro 3 out as well, which is going to help a lot from the push. So let's see that.
Cool, yeah, cool straight away onto Nico Baby, and the damage there as well. Death Forward will be popped down just to stop anyone coming close. It does kill off the illusions and the Medusa very quickly. Now she's zipping, there's going to be the pull onto Scandal, trying to burst down Scandal. Will find the kill here onto the Clinks, and then backs out. So they do manage to stop the push for the time being, and they do find a big priority kill there onto the Clinks.
Yeah, this is a game which is slowly turning over to the Dusa favor. Dude, I need to. Can we do this in Swedish instead? I'll do the next fight in Swedish.
I can't say much. I can. Herinde. Herunda.
What is that?
I don't know. If you're the one that speaks Swedish.
Yeah, okay, well, I don't speak good Swedish though. No, I'm sorry. No, but Dusa, I mean, what she got? She got this Maelstrom. I like this. This is something I've been seeing from the Chinese players as well. I don't remember who it was at occasions. Like, you realize that you're not really dying, right? You realize, like, okay, I'm gonna survive this. So what can I contribute with my money? I need damage, and a Maelstrom is. I mean, there's other items you can do as well, but a Maelstrom is still fast damage, and you get that extra AoE as well. I think it's a good pickup, and it's going to provide with attack speed also for later on if you make it into a Mjolnir, so I like it. And Dusa, when you feel 33 minutes in that you're not going to die,
yes,
that's a really good feeling.
Oh, it is indeed. I mean, yeah, Nico Baby, he's again, this really is down to what we kind of expect playstyle-wise from basically Unknown. They keep that position 1 Nico Baby as safe as they can. And it's certainly the main reason that they're being able to hold off these high ground pushes from Four Clovers. And as time goes on, it's only going to become harder and harder for the side of Four Clovers to break the base, because the Medusa is going to become this absolute powerhouse in the late game. I don't know, it's just going to be the unbreakable base kind of situation unless Four Clovers find the perfect jump, perfect initiation. They're able to kind of dismantle the team around the Medusa and then pick her off at the end. Queen of Pain, as we see, is working on the Cypher Vice. She has the Mystic Staff and the Void Stone. I believe she's just an Ultimate Orb short, but once she's got the Cypher Vice, obviously because the Medusa doesn't and probably will never have a BKB, that's going to help them a lot in these fights.
Yeah, definitely. But as you said, you need to pick off the people around Dusa, and that's a really good call because that's how you do it, and then you kill Dusa in the end. But if Dusa has a lot of damage, or if you're like versus an Egg and a Storm, who are really not that easy to just pick off, there's a risk that you don't get anywhere. I mean, if you focus Storm, sure, if you get a good disable on him and kill him fast, otherwise you will spend a lot of damage on this hero, and he survives, pops out, and then he can come in again, especially near your base, because you're so close to your own fountain.
Absolutely, and we'll see the Shiva's Guard is now picked up by the Phoenix, and Mind Control slowly is getting himself back into the game. With the help of the Midas, level 14, he's certainly catching up with the rest of the pack, and I mean, yeah, indeed, just the fact that, I mean, just the Phoenix and the Medusa alone are going to make it so hard for them to just get up to the high ground. The Supernova, the Shiva's Guard, the Stone Gaze, the tankiness of this Medusa, and the damage that she's doing at the rate, and the rate that she's doing it at. It's, I don't know, it really feels like basically Unknown. It's almost getting to the point where it feels like it's their game to lose, in the sense that it's all just down to if they mess up once on this high ground defense. If they just keep playing as they are.
That is actually the exact same feeling as I do. So now we're like twins. We have the same feelings. No, but I really have the same feeling because, again, you talked about this in the beginning, actually. You said basically Unknown is a little bit better of caring for their easy lane. Those things going on here, they got the suns on our eyes, but I don't think this is going to be a fight, and it's not.
I mean, Rio's going to TP out, but the rest of Four Clovers are about if they want to fight themselves. Zip forward from her eyes. He's looking for the Vizarin to top his bottle up, and maybe he's just got enough to get himself back up to the high ground. Shiva's Guard coming through as they're actually able to find the axe there. Medusa finding that pick off. And, well, that's a nice pick. I think they'll be happy with that. They don't get the Broodmother, but they get the axe. Yeah,
definitely. No, but I want to go back to what you said in the beginning. You said that basically Unknown is a little bit better at caring about their position 1. And this is true because, I mean, also in this game, look, she hasn't died yet. 37 minutes. I mean, they have gotten 17 kills on Four Clovers, but how many of them were really on the right people? That's my question. I don't know how many times they killed Storm, though, because I think they killed Storm 5,000. That's awesome, but Storm is still in this game, and he's about to get his 3rd item. And that's when we're talking about Storm being a real problem in the fights. And Dusa, well, she's actually got the Mjolnir. She went all the way. She's not afraid of the enemies anymore.
This is, yeah, it really suddenly is just looking very scary now for the side of the Dire. Yeah, 4.2k gold here on the Storm, and as you were saying, on top of the Yours and the Bloodstone. There we go, straight in onto Weeha on the Brood. He's been hexed up, and the damage is so much. The BKB won't save him. One more click from the Medusa does find the kill. Supernova coming down the middle of the fight. Scandal pots the BKB, and with the attacks, will be able to bring down the Phoenix. Hand of God topping them up. Nico Baby's just heading straight into the middle of the fight. He's found himself a double kill. He's going to be able to... Nope, BZZ will go down to the rest of his team. Yours from Act holding the Medusa in place, but at what cost? Is not actually achieving anything, because they're all dying. 5 heroes down on the side of Four Clovers. They only lose the Phoenix, and it just, I mean, wow. Well, it's a total turnaround. The massive early game lead that Four Clovers have, I mean, it's pretty much irrelevant now.
Yep.
XP swing of over 9,000.
Yes, that is pretty nice to have. Imagine having that in real life. How much do you think you learn in one day then? You'll be like a new language? Or...
Yeah.
No, this is actually over on the other way around instead. And I don't even know if you can blame... I don't even know what happened. I mean, they had the control, but they didn't really go up into the base. And I think that was the problem, because as we were talking about this pressure that they needed to put on them. And that's the risk when you play versus a Medusa, because you can never, ever just let the game go. You have to keep the pressure. And Nico Baby, he has died 0 times.
Yeah.
Not 1 or 2. No, he's died 0 times.
And that's not a lot.
That is not a lot. Not even in Sweden, that's a lot, actually.
And I mean, Arise, he's got what? Well, he's spent some of his money now, 7.2k. He's bought up one of the ultimate orbs. I guess he's just going to be able to pick up a Scythe as well for the team. Yeah.
It's awesome. And I mean, this is a 39-minute mech. We see what hero they punished the most in the beginning, Pure Evil. This mech is almost, I don't even know, but...
Grab that, what's he doing?
Dying. Is what he's doing, unfortunately.
It was a little bit out of position there. I mean...
Yeah, but he had his team around. I don't know if they...
They kind of backed out.
Yeah.
They were like, hey, go Black, go and we'll follow you. We're only joking, mate. No, it's... You know, honestly,
okay, here's this Roshan is really, really big. The game is already very one-sided, but if they get Roshan here for the Storm, this is going to be insane.
Stonegaze is popped here by the Medusa with the Supernova as well. Going to catch two of them both. BZZ and Yol are caught. Arise, he's going to be able to pick off Scandal on the back of the fight. He'll go down as well. That's the first kill of this 4-on-5 engagement as they were engaging without the Witch Doctor. Yol on the high ground. He might go down. He will go down as well. That's two heroes down. You're going to lose BZZ as well. No, he's able to blink away Weeha. He's in there, eating away, but he'll go down. And Arise was able to find the kill. Also onto the retreating Quap. GG is called. And I mean, 4 Clovers, they had such a lead. And it is unfortunate because you can't argue the DCs and the stand-ins. I mean, even though they played fine, you kind of have to wonder if it would have gone better if they did have the normal roster.
Definitely. And that's what I'm talking about, this pressure, as I was talking about. You need to have your friends with you, sort of, to keep that pressure, because otherwise you end up like Goblak in the last fight. Oh, you're alone there and you don't have anyone with you. In that case, it was over already. But they lost the pressure. They did really lose the pressure, and
yeah,
I hope they can solve the problems for the next game. Still, though, you cannot take away that Basic Unknown made sure to keep the Dusa safe, and the Dusa did just farm.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
He kept doing farm.
Yeah,
and he didn't die once. Did I say that?
You did, yes, yes, you did, and we pointed it out as well, thanks to Weapons with the old clicking onto the Medusa. But yeah, it went not great for Basically Unknown in the start, but as we said, they were able to just hold on to the game, hold on to the base, and it just got to that point where the 4 Clovers lineup just wasn't going to be able to be up to the cut and be able to kind of go against this defense. And the amount of damage that they were dealing at the end of the fight, you know, with Medusa, with Arise, who really came back into his own after a pretty bad early to mid game where he was getting constantly ganked and caught out by the Orchidid, well, the Orchid on the Broodmother. But we're going to go to game 2. Well, I guess if the internet is back for the 2 players, we'll have a full roster for the side of 4 Clovers. But all in all, it's unfortunate, but there's not a lot that can be said or done about that, I'm afraid. But yeah, that's been